So what if we realize NASA is lying, but the motive isn't pointlessly defending a globe or fake space, but continuing the fight with our adversaries after World War II? Nothing in government has ever been creatively established. Everything has been a reaction to events, even events on a global stage. In this case, of course, everything is poison fruit because the victors of World War II split up the brains of the German Third Reich and the Japanese Empire and simply brought their programs in-house. We can't on one hand call them out for evil and punish them in history, but behind the scenes reward them and further advance their work. May I recommend that everyone read the 30-page essay by Sir John Glubb called The Fate of Empires. The benefit is that John Kennedy's space program will be seen for what it was. It was an attempt to spark the pioneering age of a civilization as a veneer. The question being, can the natural life cycle of a civilization be altered by artificial means? With the veneer of pioneering, we could beat out Russia as the great world superpower. Now it would seem like they were happy to concede the short road to us for victory on the long road. With NASA, we won the short-term propaganda war against the Eastern powers for 60 years. Now our adversaries are using the same model to publicly compete. What if NASA indirectly allows us the life we have because it serves as an economic engine, pumping people into inspired work in the sciences and competing globally? The veneer lies to us, but has also produced most of the technology we are using. The technology we are using to look at their veneer and tear it down. What if these lies are all directed toward international competition and not a supernatural cabal? We've seen all the reasons for the lies and know that even at the top, leaders are afraid and reacting every day. Governments by nature are coercive and incompetent. They are incompetent because they pretend not to be coercive, but they are. There is no they. If you go up the chain high enough, it's a person or two, on the phone or in a meeting with a person or two. If every motive is evaluated in this lens, the world makes more sense. What if world history today is just like 1,000 years ago, and organizations like NASA or NOAA are doing a surface job, and one we don't know, to prevent information about genocides, accidents that kill many people, and the games of chess behind the scenes that, if known to the masses, would drop the veneer of civilization and devolve into daily chaos? Everything we do today would have been easily justified by the generation that fought the Great World Wars and saw millions of deaths firsthand. Those generations probably realized that this was the true motive for everything going on, that the war made sense on the first day, but by the end of the first year, it was literally senseless and systematic killing. Now that generation is gone, and we are looking at the systems left behind by that generation, and we don't understand them. The sad part is that by not understanding these systems and casting them aside, we will just end up in another global war because human nature hasn't changed. This is what people mean who say conspiracy theories are bad. I am positive that these organizations are very happy with us thinking and arguing with our very breath that this is about the shape of the earth or lizard people. If we are doing that, we are not publicly talking about what is really going on and known to only a small handful of people around the world. Things that are terrifying. There is a reason that most of humanity is trapped in a binary dichotomy when it comes to most issues. By the time an issue gets to the public, notice how it's always A versus B. It is presented to us this way for a reason. I'm not looking to get into that binary. I'm sure most of NASA's images are outdated and fake. The West is not on top anymore. If they were still on their game, we would be staring at the TV and watching them land on the moon, giddy with glee. The Chinese are watching their space pioneers, giddy with glee. What must all this mean? Let us use bricks and asphalt for mortar and build a city and a tower that reaches the heavens. Let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered.